Welcome everybody to Rob's MetalWorks. We are here at the Alamo City Music Hall, here to support the powerhouse metal band from Sweden. I have Thomas and Chris of the band SABATON. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good to be back.
Great to have you back in San Antonio.
Well, it's great to be back.
Thomas and Chris, lots to talk about with SABATON. I don't want to start, with the history of the band. I think you guys are pretty well known. The band has had a long career, almost 20 years now. Let's talk a little bit about right now. I think the band seems to be on a high note. A lot of great things happening for SABATON in 2017. How do you feel about what's happening with the band?
It feels great. It feels great. I mean, we're out touring so much. We're most of the days of the year we're out touring, and it feels great. It just feels like we're going higher and higher, and it's a fantastic feeling.
And doing bigger and better things than ever before.
Exactly. It's great. It's fantastic.
Also, too, I mean, you guys definitely are kind of delivering, your own brand of kind of what I call power metal, what people out there are calling power metal. You guys have delivered a brand new record last summer. It came out in August on the Nuclear Blast label called The Last Stand. Obviously, fans know about your kind of warlike themes, but talk a little bit about The Last Stand title and kind of the theme regarding the war concept.
Well, it's very easy. It's called The Last Stand, and it's about the last stands. The big ones.
Yeah.
So, but it's, usually we focus on one thing in one era. But this one, we went crazy. We went back to the Spartans, went like the Winged Hussars and So that was quite fun. So we can actually start mixing in the studio with like bagpipes for Blood of Bannockburn, and we did a lot of cool stuff on this album.
You mentioned Thermopylae, and also there's a Shiroyama, the Japanese. So that made it a lot easier to kind of put together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so, because then you can go a little bit more wild on the music to fit the songs, Yeah.
So the record has been acclaimed here in the U.S., even more so in Europe. I think in the U.S. it hit number 63 on the Billboard, and even top 5 in Billboards across Europe. I mean, this record has done very, very well for the band.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say. I mean, it's the sound is also a little bit more back to the early SABATON, and I think that a lot of fans appreciates that, and I think maybe that's why it's gone so well as well.
I think people are just coming more aware of SABATON, or kind of more accepting of what you guys deliver musically.
I would think so, absolutely. I mean, we see, as we said earlier, when we go to a new venue, when a new tour, it's always bigger and bigger. Yeah. So we see that the music is being spread a lot.
Yeah. It's no secret that the band has had a long relationship with Peter Tägtgren, from Hypocrisy and Pain, and well-known producer. Kind of what did he help bring to the table with this release?
Well, everything. I mean, he's a great dude to work with, because especially for me in the studio, because he has this whip, So he makes us do way better than, I mean, if you play a guitar solo and it's like, I like that, it's good. It's like, yeah, let's do it again, but right way now. Yeah. So okay, so let's do it again then. So he's good. He gets the best out of everyone.
And obviously, he's not just a producer; he's a musician, so that helps too. Yeah. But also talk a little bit about. I mean, he's a veteran of y'all's part of the world. I mean, he's a highly revered guy, kind of like the father figure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a veteran, absolutely, and he knows what he's talking about. And some of his ways are really strange. I'm like, okay, this is not gonna be good, But then he actually just fixes it, and then it turns out to be a fucking amazing masterpiece, And it's insane. But we trust him, absolutely, 100%.
And there were some kick-ass bonus tracks on the CD. I don't know where do people can get the bonus tracks. You guys did covers for the bonus tracks, right? Iron Maiden.
Afraid to Shoot Strangers.
Yeah, and then
Burning
Twisted
Hell.
Sister, Stan Ridgway.
Yeah, Camouflage.
Yeah. So How did you guys kind of choose these tracks? Obviously, you guys can cover anybody.
No, man, we always like to pick like covers of bands we like. And like we did on the last record, we did from Battle Beast because it's a good band. It doesn't have to be an old song, it could be a new song. Doesn't matter, but for me,
Beast, the one that's on the tour tonight.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we did one of their songs from their later albums called Out of Control. We did a cover of that, and yeah, we did Iron Maiden. Now we did Twisted Sister and Camouflage. Yeah, it fits us.
Kind of still in the war theme.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was quite fun to do that.
Yeah. You guys, are here in the States headlining your own tour. And before we talk about that, obviously, the band is bigger across the pond in Europe. You guys doing big shows, even though you did Ozfest meets Slipknot Fest here in California, but you're also doing big tours in Europe. You did major festivals, and, it came as a surprise to me because I was unaware of it, but you guys have your own festival, the SABATON Open Air. Is that what it's called?
Exactly.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. Share a little bit about that because I think people in the U.S. may not know a little bit about that festival.
Well, it's called Sabaton Open Air, and it's this August. I think it's the last week in August, and this year is the 10-year anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a great festival. It's not so big, but not too small.
Yeah.
I think maybe 10,000 people. Something like that, and it's a great band and great bands that comes, and the atmosphere at the festival is just great. I've been there a couple of times, both as a performer and as a visitor, and it's always been one of my favorite festivals to go to.
And it's in Sweden.
Yeah, it's in Sweden, in Falun, the hometown of Sabaton.
How do you pronounce the name of the town?
Falun.
Falun.
Falun. Exactly.
Nice,
Falun.
nice. Yeah. So, killer. And obviously, these big shows are great. You're putting yourselves in front of new people. Is there anything in particular you like about playing those really big shows?
It's so cool to see so many people jumping up and down, going crazy, But I mean, it's a shame because when you play big festivals, you're so far away to the audience.
Yeah.
They're like small, like stuff. You can't really connect to them. You have to connect to a camera.
Right.
Which are on a big screen, and usually when you connect to people you get something back. You don't get that from a camera, so you have to to a camera, and it doesn't give anything back, so you don't know if the people like it or not. But it's fun to play, absolutely, it's very much fun. But I prefer smaller venues actually, because then you're closer to the audience, you can actually high-five them and stuff like that.
And then for the big shows, though, you get to have all your pyro and stuff, all the fire.
Yeah, of course, that's one of the good things about having a big show, because then we can use full production on stage with the tanks, tank maybe sometimes two tanks, and as Chris said, pyro, and the actors comes out on stage and do some dance moves.
Yeah. So now you guys are here in the States doing this headline run across the U.S. and from what I've seen, it's been doing quite well. Really good. Shows being sold out all over the country. Undoubtedly, people are going to come out here tonight in San Antonio to support. What's it kind of been like being in front of American audiences?
It's been great. Fantastic. I love the American audience.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the people here are so nice, and the atmosphere in these places like this, it's so great.
It's great to have you guys back. Have you enjoyed anything, quote unquote, American? Any particular food or anything that?
McDonald's. No, no. Well, at least I try to taste new things all the time. And if we go somewhere, like when we were in Canada, they said, "Well, try this poutine." Yeah, this French fries bowl. Try that. So we gravy. Yeah, so we try that. And we're in some town. Yeah, this is a hometown special food. You should try that. Okay, sure, why not? When in Rome, so to say.
So how many more shows on this American run, do you know?
5 shows left.
5 shows left, huh?
Yeah.
Any highlights you can share from any of the shows across the States?
Oh, there's been many.
Yeah?
There's been many. To pick one is impossible, you know. Every night is special. Cool. And we try to not do every, like a same show every night. We give something new every night. Some jokes are the same, of course, but usually we improvise a lot. Yeah.
Sometimes people fall off stage. It happens.
Too much fun prior to the show. I can see all the goodies here. So what does the rest of 2017 hold for the band?
Tour.
All right.
Yeah.
A lot of summer festivals?
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna do them. We have 5 shows left here now, and then we go back home for 2 weeks vacation, and then the festival tour starts. Then we do all the festivals, and then we will see. We maybe go to Japan a little bit, and then next year we're gonna do even more tour.
Wow.
Yeah.
So definitely you guys are going to be keeping busy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're already done. Already done. When this US tour is over, we're done 100 shows. Yeah.
Have you guys done any recording of audio recordings, video recordings for something maybe that you can put out later on in the future?
It will come out something.
Okay.
Yeah. We've
So
been
something in the
filming.
works?
Yeah, something in the works. Yeah, we will see what happens.
I hope it's a DVD. People like to watch, their favorite bands in the comfort of their own home. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen, your videos have done really good, especially like your lyric videos for the last stand have done quite well. Millions of views. But correct me if I'm wrong. Has the band not released like an official video for a track or a performance video? I haven't seen any of that. Just the lyric videos, right?
Just the lyric videos for now.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. Yeah.
But the lyric videos are really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool actually. Yeah.
They're really cool.
Really well done.
The last
So-
stand video is like, wow, it's like 3D kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we have to step up,
Yeah.
Everybody's doing music videos, and we have to figure out some way of stepping up, If we were doing a lyric video, we have to make it the best lyric video there is.
And guys, as I end out, one thing that I do want to talk about is, we've been doing our program here in San Antonio for a long time, and I remember 10, 15 years ago, we didn't see as many Swedish or European bands coming to the States and doing these tours, these lengthy tours, and really becoming a part of the American music scene. But now it kind of seems like it's commonplace. How do you feel about that? I mean, have you kind of recognized some of that kind of acceptance into what's happening in the American metal music scene?
Well, I mean, for us, it's no difference. It's just getting bigger and bigger, I think, which is good, and everybody's spreading the word. But for other bands, I don't know.
Obviously, though, too, Nuclear Blast, who's really like the premier metal label, obviously with their origins in Europe, but now even here, Nuclear Blast USA is very big and doing good things. So they also are putting forth support behind their artists, too.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
So good label.
Absolutely, the best one.
I would agree.
The best one.
I would
They're
agree.
fucking great.
Did you guys visit any of their American counterparts since you've been here in the States?
No, not this time. But they actually came to visit us when we were in. Where was it?
I know. It was quite early.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I know. Anaheim. Anaheim. They came to Anaheim.
Sweet. Well, great, gentlemen. Thank you so much for talking with us. Any last words, anything you want to share with your fans in San Antonio and around the world and around the States who will see this interview?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for believing in us and coming to the shows, and keep spreading the word, and we will bring the tank next time, and Pyro for you guys.
Thomas, how about you, man?
Well, it's Tommy, by the way. Well, I agree with Chris. Do like that. Thank you guys so much for supporting SABATON and spreading the word of true heavy metal. And as Chris said, next time we'll try our best to bring the tank.
Remember, everyone, the brand new one from SABATON is out there right now on the Nuclear Blast label. It's called The Last Stand. Be sure to download it on iTunes right now and rock it out. You saw Tommy and Chris of the band right here only on Rob's MetalWorks.